Hi, this is Jim from Critical Tools, here to give you a brief overview of the key features and capabilities of our WBS Schedule Pro software. WBS Schedule Pro combines WBS charts, network charts, Gantt charts, and task sheets to form an all-in-one project planning tool. You can use WBS Schedule Pro by itself to plan and manage projects, or you can use it with Microsoft Project to not only create projects that you can transport or transfer to Microsoft Project, you can also create nice charts and graphs from your existing Microsoft Project plans with the click of a button. The primary view in WBS Schedule Pro is the WBS chart, as the name implies, and the WBS chart shows the breakdown of a project, showing the summary and or phase and then detailed tasks associated with each of the main phases of your project. There's a lot of data behind the WBS chart. You have all the capabilities of modifying durations and work. I can even reassign resources and work with the schedule in the WBS chart. All that with just a click of the button. I can add tasks to the WBS chart simply by hitting the insert button, inserting summary tasks or subtasks or tasks after the tasks I'm currently on, which is what I'm going to do here. I can rearrange tasks in the WBS chart just by clicking and dragging. If I wanted to move this phase over to the left of the programming phase, I just click and drag to move that phase over there. You can show various levels of detail in the WBS. For example, I can show a very detailed WBS chart, which includes the WBS codes and days and percent complete and starts and finishes. And I can modify these and show less information or more information. I can even show hours and costs. And with the WBS chart, that's one of the main features of the WBS chart. Is not only does it allow you to break down your project, but it also rolls up data to the various levels of your project. So I can modify this directly on the screen, and you can see how the roll-up of information goes from the detailed tasks to the different phases all the way to the top of the project. We can expand and collapse the various levels of details to show more of an overview of the project, or expand out to show the detail view of a project. And I can even choose expand all to show everything. There are other views, there are other ways of working with the data besides the WBS. There's network chart views. The network chart is a dependency diagram, which allows you to create dependencies or link tasks just by clicking and dragging. I can create a link to this new task. I can link the task to a milestone, for example. I can create new tasks simply by dragging and dropping and linking those by, again, clicking and dragging. So it's very much a click and drag oriented tool. I can update in the network chart, just like I can in the WBS chart. We have Gantt charts, which are your traditional bar chart type of display, and it's very interactive in the Gantt chart also. I can increase durations, I can add new tasks, all the stuff that you would expect in an interactive Gantt chart, I can do, clicking and dragging to create links, etc. The task sheet is just a nice way to show large amounts of data. If you have to change a lot of data or show a lot of data, the task sheet is just more of a spreadsheet or sheets type of view of your data. Again, you can use WBS Schedule Pro as a standalone tool, or you can use it with Microsoft Project. So at any time you want to take your standalone data and transfer it to Project, you can just hit the button in the upper right-hand corner that will transfer the data to Microsoft Project. What that does is it takes all the information out of WBS Schedule Pro and puts it into Microsoft Project. It will start Microsoft Project, take all the data that you've developed in the Schedule Pro software and put it into Microsoft Project. So you can see here, this is Microsoft Project 2010. It took all the data that I created in WBS Schedule Pro and put it in here. And when you do that, now you can continue to go back and forth. I can update things in Microsoft Project and have that appear in WBS. I can move tasks around in the WBS and have that appear back in Microsoft Project. So I don't know if you noticed, but there are buttons up here at the top of the Microsoft Project program that are installed by WBS Schedule Pro that allow you to access the WBS Schedule Pro quickly and easily just by clicking a button. So I can go to any one of the views in WBS Schedule Pro just by clicking the corresponding button. If I wanted to go to a network chart, I could click the network chart button. and continue to make dependencies, new tasks, and any changes that I need to make in the network chart. There are a lot of other features that you can use to plan and manage your projects. We have an Excel import and export, so you can import data into WBS Schedule Pro, or you can export data from WBS Schedule Pro to Excel. We also have a Microsoft Word export, which allows you to create a WBS dictionary. We have some templates that you can use to export the WBS dictionary directly from WBS Schedule Pro into Word. You can work with resources, you can modify your calendars, you can set baseline and display baseline information, work with custom WBS codes, and even customize your fields, much like what you can do in Microsoft Project, but you can do it here in WBS Schedule Pro. So I hope that gives you a little understanding of the overall features of the tool. There are a lot of detail and minor features that you can get into as you get to know the program more and more, but that should give you a good general understanding of the features and capabilities of the tool. If you have any questions, you can see our website at criticaltools.com, and we hope you enjoy the presentation.